and he's going to be able to reinforce pretty quickly, but the storms, Louder just landing storms all over the place, and he's going to win this battle pretty convincingly. We could see a counterattack try to put some pressure on. We just see the 5th expansion up here for Louder, and or for G5, excuse me, again, and this High Templar sitting back here, making him regret dropping a couple goons and reavers here, and this is what I'm saying. This is horrible for Louder. Louder is losing a lot of mining time. These expansions are so hard to hold because of harassment. 4 goons being dropped, going to be able to pick off these gases right now, and he's looking pretty bad, and as soon as he cleans off those goons, he's going to have another storm in the back of his expansion. So right now, I'd have to say Louder is in trouble a little bit, losing a lot of economy, down in upgrades. The only thing it has going for him is an army, and that army could possibly pick off a 4th and 5th base, but I don't know exactly what he looks to do. He looks like he's going to put pressure on the 3rd expansion. I feel those 4th and 5th are really where the key is. The 4th not mining, though, but the 5th has a lot of minerals here. We do see some DTs, and no one observer barely coming in here, and he's going to be able to come in and clean it up, and you can see G5 try to target that observer. 1 hit left, and these DTs are going to run in and realize that they're still an observer, but G5 trying to gather his forces, not really a big army though, and Louder's going to be able to put on pressure. So while G5's harassing and winning the harassment battles, Louder with an army is going to be able to put pressure on, killing probes for G5 and killing nexuses, it looks like, for Louder. But G5 with a lot of DTs come out, and he's going to be able to push these back with the DTs. I think he ended up losing that observer here, and we do have these goons still going at it. He has lost all mining at his 4th, and that is looking absolutely horrible there for Louder here, and these DTs have absolutely destroyed Louder's chances of push, and right now I'd have to say things are switching over to G5's hands pretty quickly here. DTs, I mean, for Protoss, it's DTs, it's desperate times, and they actually came up pretty big there. We're able to do quite a bit of damage and really slow down and push that push. We still see these goons alive. He actually picks off the Nexus. He picks off the Nexus, picks them up in shuttles, and leaves. Hero 4 goons. These are goons. They're not supposed to really destroy stuff here. We see another expansion going up for Louder here. He does have an army. We actually are seeing some arbiters into play, and that's a little cute here from Louder here. I'm going to be able to probably land a couple stasis. His recalls could come into play later, but he doesn't have a huge army, and really the big thing is he's gonna make off G5 always have observers all over the map. Those arbiters are going to make his army a little bit stronger, but that is quite an investment. That is a lot of gas going into those, and G5 looks like with a couple zealots he's going to try to go put pressure on, just dodging that army. I think he's waiting for observers here, but as soon as yeah, he is finally holding this expansion here. So these expansions, I got a couple of mines. It was cute at the beginning. He went up macro-wise, but the harassment style play from G5 is completely killing him. And G5's army, you can tell he's lacking gas. He's got to be able to. He's got to get these gases up. He is right now. He's got to get probes on these because right now his army is turning into zealot heavy. And really, I think a balanced army is the best way to go in PvP. Pure zealots, they can disintegrate pretty fast with a good micro here from his Protoss opponent here. And G5 looks like he's going to be under a little attack here. This Nexus might go down, but he has a lot of zealots. That's a force I think he can touch, but he only has that one observer. Looks like, oh, and a huge stasis going off on the zealots here. Louder, a little cute here, but it is working a little bit. He's going to be able to get a lot of probe kills and lay out this Nexus right now. And but we do see the storm drop here. Getting a lot of probes. Some probes actually a pretty good transfer by Louder. Losing a Nexus and a half-ass storm drop. You choose which one's better, but we are seeing G5 try to push out, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to face this army right now. And he has a lot of zealots though, and storming pretty nicely here, and as soon as these unclumped zealots come off, I think he's gonna be able to hold off this attack right now. And really, mining bases are gonna come into play, and Louder is in a lot of trouble. Those High Templars, like right now, he cannot touch these High Templars, and it looks like G5 is gonna be able to clean this up once those zealots come unclumped, and it looks like he's going to counter with a couple zealots. He should go cannon support there though, so he's not going to do too much there, and he is going to be able to clean up this force though, and this is when upgrades are coming in huge for G5, and Louder just not getting those upgrades, and it's a little bit of bad play on his part. These weapons too for these zealots are really going to help tear up his army. He has 112. Louder 000. He's going to put pressure on. These cannon supports only going to last so long. We do see 2 goons being dropped here. If he could possibly kill those if he got storms. They are drawing fire from that shuttle here, and he's going to be able to go ahead and lay out this expansion though, and we are seeing probes being transferred. He's probably going to set up an expansion here, and this game is getting very, very interesting right now. But G5's army is definitely bigger than Louder's army right now, I'd have to say. And G5 with only 1 mining base, he has 2 mining bases, or Louder with 2 mining bases, and G5 with 1, 2, and soon 3. But Louder's gonna be able to go ahead and get that 3rd up. But they could be under some fire. This expansion really hasn't been completely mining at all. That Archon's coming in, trying to fry these goons. Gonna be able to kill these goons, actually, warping in those High Templars here. But really, G5's expansions are pretty well defended with the cannon support, while Louder's are kind of in the middle of the map here. And G5 definitely has the more gas. Louder is only mining from gas from one. Only one gas for Louder here, and G5 with the 1-2 2 gas here, so he's gonna be able to make the more goons, make more storms. Reaver play we haven't even really seen from G5. I was expecting to see some. He actually has some pretty nice Reaver control, but it looks like he's gonna go in here for another attack, and definitely with a bigger army, definitely in better position though. The one storm that High Templar needs to storm, he is gonna be pushed back though a little bit, gathering up his army. We are gonna see another storm drop here. Storm drop and harassment play has been beautiful from G5 so far. Louder's harassment play, I'd have to say it hasn't been so hot. What hasn't been worth is $700, but I think he's going to do pretty well at WCG. This year's going to be pretty tough, though, I'd have to say, for WCG. A lot of good players, even Day 9 there. Day 9, no one talks about him. The guy is a game genius. Tasteless's brother as well, so he's a pretty cool guy. And we are going to see another storm drop coming here, and Louder, he's not going to transfer these probes, and he's going to lose all these probes, and that is going to hurt a lot. And that is really, really going to hurt. We are going to see the goons clean up these. He could try to take this expansion again. He needs that gas. His expansion's being under fire, but he's going to be pushed back. But a lot of storms going off on these units. And G5 just little armies at a time, harassment play. And these High Templars are just waiting till they get more energy, and he's going to storm these again. So really, this is the only base that I think G5 hasn't been able to put pressure on here. And it's one that he might not even know about, because it only has 3 cannons. It could definitely be a point of emphasis here. Upgrades are coming into play, though, and I'd have to say that really hurts Louder's army. It really, really hurts Louder's army. So we are going to see a big battle here. One battle is going to be able to decide it all. But G5 is going to be able to reinforce his army a little quicker. He has more gas. A lot of zealots coming out for both players here. And this is going to be the story. A lot of High Templars. A lot of High Templars storming everywhere. Louder has lost his entire army. And G5 is going to be able to march and going to go in here and going to be able to get a lot of kills here and clean up Louder's army, I'd have to say. He's going to be forced to be pushed back here. But he hold with the help of the cannons. But no, those goons are clumping up, losing a lot of goons to the storms here, but he has a lot of reinforcements on the way, but so does G5, and G5 knows this. He's going to actually put pressure on both expansions here, and if these nexuses fall, then that's going to be it for Louder here. Storming those expansions as well, so Louder's in a lot of trouble here, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like G5's actually going to move on to win this game. It's pretty close. G5 might have had a slight edge, but these storms, these last battles have decided it here. I just don't know with that expansion falling here. Louder's going to try to go put pressure on, but this is what I'm saying. The cannon support for G5 is too great. It is too much here with a hype of that storm, and things are looking very, very bad for Louder right now. He does have his natural running, and he has this third barely mining, and while G5 has 1, his natural is actually mined out, but he still has that 2 and the third. And he could even get a 4th right now because he is in complete control. The last forces of Louder being cleaned up, leaving the game. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed. Share my name. I want more subscribers, guys. Share my name, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. I've been focusing a lot on the foreign scene. I think it's something that needs to be covered more. So, yeah, sorry for my names. My name's Alex. I got to get that straight. But I need work on the other names, guys. But sorry about that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. That's all I got. Signing out. Thanks. Bye.